And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Ghost Trick Fan Detective. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. It's like a video, it's like a commentary. Last left off. Plot twist the game. Seriously. Like, okay, so we found out that Sissel apparently was a person who was being questioned and tried to kidnap Lynn, sort of. Well, he didn't really kidnap her, but then he got killed by a meteorite, and now Detective Cabanela is evil, and yeah. Things are getting juicy, ladies and gentlemen. We're relatively close to the end of the game, actually. I believe this game has 18 chapters, and we're pretty much at the end of chapter 14, I imagine. So, I imagine we're starting to see some really plot-revealing plot points. That sounded a lot more elegant in my head. But anyway, whatever the case may be, let's go to continue. Once we confirm it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanela? And you know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted. Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once a criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever! What in the world? What's going on? Inspector Cabanela! The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow even longer. Inspector Cabanela's call proved that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm even further from knowing than when I started. Data, save your current place and time, yes please. Save complete, continue playing, yes please. Chapter 15, 2:55 a.m. 10 years ago, a man named Sissel took a little girl named Lynn hostage, and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Sissel met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town, and then was killed by a bullet. Wait, come to think of it, I just thought of something. Just because he was the person who took her hostage and everything, he could have been manipulated, right? And how old is Sissel anyway? I pictured him being in his I don't know, early 30s maybe? Early to mid 30s? But, 10 years ago, I don't know. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. Wait, what? What? I see. Myself. What the heck? Should I give him the same voice, ladies and gentlemen? I guess we'll give him the same voice. There you are, Commander Sith. Finally. I gave him a slight English. Sissel! Where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you! Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe you fulfilled every one of your conditions, our little dill. What right do you have to complain about anything outside of our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Sissel. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before dawn. Yes. Yes. We're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, just let me have a look. I don't understand. Is this replicas everywhere? Who exactly are we? Replicas? Phonons? Are we playing Tales of the Abyss, ladies and gentlemen? I feel like we're playing Tales of the Abyss. Okay, right now. Yes, we're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Wait. Are they in some kind of, like, luxury car? Like, are they in a submarine or something? I guess they're traveling right now. Like, very well. What's with the random, like, frame lowering? Like, the frame just got really, like, not to the quality. Oh, so they are in a submarine. I mean, that was the only logical outcome, Rita Mordio. Like, it made the most sense to me. Like, what else would they be in? If they're like, he said they were moving and everything, so they're in some type of submarine, apparently. That's interesting. Alright. I don't know, like who is this Sissel? Nice try, Inspector Cabanella. But you could never stop me. I feel like I shouldn't give them this voice, though. I mean, but like, they're exactly the same, so they should have the same voice. Plus, I don't really have any more voices to give, like, a character like this anyway. See ya, sucker. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, let's see what Sissel question mark has to say. Okay, so the one... Are they like twin brothers? Like, what is going... Huh? Like, I just have... Wait, hey! Hey! No, you had a thought bubble. I wanna... Is it gone, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see. I didn't know that these thought bubbles had like a time limit on them. Oh, well, I guess we'll never know what Sissel purported was saying right there. Let's go ahead and talk to Detective Inspector Cabanella. Mr. Detective Inspector Cabanella, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? I guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there, though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. Alright, so, I remember, in Chapter 9, I was trying to figure out, I looked up how to get out of the prison cell, like when we were, like, remember Chapter 9, we were helping Detective get Zhao to escape from prison? So, I remember when I looked at, like, the GameFAQs thing, like, Chapter 9 is a problem chapter, but someone in the GameFAQs forum said that apparently this chapter is also supposed to be, like, pretty difficult, so I don't know what to expect, honestly. They said, oh, now I'm stuck at chapter 15, it's really being a pain. Alright, let's go ahead and rewind time anyway. See what we have today, ladies and gentlemen. What is there today on the daily dose of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective? 2 for the AM, maintenance building superior's office 4 minutes before death. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. Okay, I see. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. It gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? What? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous! It was a meteorite that stole your life, or have you forgotten that? Wrong! I was murdered by all of you! Detective Jowd, who chased me down and forced me into a corner, even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who was right there where I was running. Lynn! She was just an innocent little girl playing in the park! If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage! That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard! And finally, you, Inspector Cabanela. Me! If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record. In my case, there's the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only 2 people know the real truth. Me and Detective Jowd. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen anyway. And he's just gonna come back to life, is that it? Because he's not like, this is like, I see. That would explain why he doesn't feel anything at all. That's, what's it like to feel pain? Is he like, I wonder. Okay, so, theory time, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps, so like, when Sissel died, he was split into 2 entities, right? So this is the Sissel. So like, it's like a body without a soul and a soul without a body. Perhaps the reason why he can't read isn't necessarily because he was blind or anything like that, but because maybe, like, since he was a soul, like, he's just a soul without a body, so he never had the ability to see, read since he never had I don't know. It sounded a lot more intelligent in my head, but coming out loud, not so much. Ye gods. Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white record, or spotless white coat. He can do ghost tricks too, apparently. This is another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Timsic. Revenge? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Hey, man! Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanela! He's awake? My head is spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cabanela character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me? I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. No, hold on. I just thought of something here. Remember, who was it? Was it, when someone was reawakened, was it Missile? I think it was Missile. Or maybe, it was either Missile or Lynn, I can't quite remember which one, who, when they first, no, it was Lynn. When Lynn, like, first, like, gained consciousness, she first, came into the appearance of, Inspector Cabanela, right? So perhaps, we only thought that we were Sissel because we saw that dead body and we just logically assumed that that was us who died, so we just assumed that was us, so we took on that appearance. But in reality, we're not actually Sissel, we're someone else entirely. Is that what you're telling me right now, game? Oh boy, that would be the biggest plot twist in all of existence. I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Sissel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about the guy in red, information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere, a life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. I just have so many theories. Yeah, like, perhaps we're not actually Sissel, or maybe it's a combination of both. I don't know. Let's look at this. What do we have to say here? So, are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah. Yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator, excuse me, so he can probably detect our oh, this is gonna be a pain. I can see it right now, ladies and gentlemen. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right, I better be careful. Yeah, this is going to be an absolute pain in the butt, ladies and gentlemen. I can see it right now. Okay. Look at him! There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? I don't know. I was about to say, who cares? Like, no, I don't mean who cares. So we can't, the thing is, we cannot manipulate anything right in front of his face. So I imagine, I just want to see this just to see what would happen. Like, if I were to swivel this right in front of his face, what would happen? Just to see what the penalty is for doing something right in front of his face. What's going on? I've never seen the ghost world like this. So, you're here, are you? This is going to be so weird since I gave him the same exact voice. He sensed my presence. I noticed you. You think you can stop me, do you? I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I control everything. Damn it! Everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Wait, don't shoot! And there we go. So that's what happens if you do something right in front of his face, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to see what the penalty was for that. Time's up. This other me knows the powers of the dead well. Who wouldn't notice what you just did? You were practically shouting, "Look at me, baby!" It looks like it might be hard to save you under these circumstances. I guess I can't use my powers right in front of him like that. I guess that was pretty obvious, wasn't it? Guess I better rewind the clock again and see if I can pick any other clues. Okay, so now let's have an actual real... We're almost at the end of the episode, actually, so I probably won't be able to really get very far in this attempt, but... Let's see here. What do we have? Trick time. Alrighty then. So, we can't manipulate things right in front of his face. That should be rather obvious. I just wanted to see. Okay, so luckily there's this rock here. Which... Oh, this helmet which we can rock. He's gonna notice that. There's a book which we can examine. The top of this bookshelf is lined with books. This one on top is balanced so precariously, it's a wonder it doesn't fall off. How did the old pigeon guy even reach up here? And I wonder if he makes his pigeon fetch it for him. That'd be interesting if he actually did let the pigeon guy fetch him. Okay, so we can close. I feel like he would notice that. What are we supposed to do? No, oh man, I definitely understand why that guy said that chapter 15 is definitely a problem chapter. But the thing is we're probably gonna have to do this again because that one lady, the one that I gave the Muffet voice to, she can sense dead people too, right? So I don't know. So if we, like, is this in the foreground or the background? I feel like it's in the background. So like maybe just maybe. Oh wait, I just thought of something. Oh, is it too late? I just thought I was thinking, like, let's use this. Try to advance the time a little bit. Yeah, we saw this already. But, like, maybe he'll get into, like, a weird position or something. Okay, now's our chance, maybe? To rock the helmet, maybe? No, he's gonna notice. He's definitely gonna notice that. There's no way he's not gonna notice that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one of those chapters. This is definitely going to be one of those chapters. So you're here, are you? Lady Van Karma, I noticed you. You think you can stop me, do you? I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I can control everything. Because I'm Lady Van Karma, and I'm the perfect prosecutor in the world. You will not stop me, Phoenix, right? Why am I giving her this laugh? I don't even know right now. Alrighty then, so I want to advance past this save, and this is probably gonna be like the shortest awkward pause in the world, huh? Probably. Okay. Awkward pause. See you guys in the next episode, apparently.